When we closer.
It's too far to punch, so you'd use elbows.
Yeah.
Can you show us how to use some of those elbows? Wonderful. Remember, I'm not a brick.
Try to punch him.
Okay.
And and
You'll see it coming.
All right, that was
like
close.
here, guy.
How was that? That was just the form, too. That wasn't the point.
That was pretty wicked.
As Bill's brick can testify, human bones can resist 40 times more stress than concrete. And unlike most strikes that land with some combination of flesh and bone, the elbow is almost pure bone.
Basically, it works like a point of a knife. All the force is magnified by being concentrated in a small, hard area. Even if the elbow doesn't deliver a knockout, it will almost always leave a nasty cut and often end a fight.
Okay, that's good.
You're up, Jason.
Okay, that's that.
It's okay? Mm-hmm. Okay. Whose elbow was better?
Him or me?
I think him.
I'm the elbow champion.
With the long-range power angle kick and the fight-stopping elbow strike, we've made a good start at building our Muay Thai arsenal. But there's still a lot to learn. To truly understand Muay Thai, it's time to go deep into Thai history, to explore how Muay Thai was used on the battlefields of ancient Siam. Now, we were headed back to Bangkok to catch a boat.
In this case, the boat's a Thai long-tailed canoe. Powered by a 440 big block V8, the long, narrow vessels are uniquely designed to operate in the hundreds of kilometers of canals in the busy Chao Phraya River that gave Bangkok the nickname the Venice of the East.
With no housing for the big engines, these suckers are fast and loud. We're following the Chao Phraya River, the River of Kings, 50 miles from the modern capital of Bangkok to the ancient capital of Siam, Ayutthaya.
Established in 1350, the city was once the center of an empire that included much of what is today Laos, Cambodia, and Myanmar. At its height in the 1700s, the city had more than 1 million inhabitants, twice as many as London at that time. It was here during a war against the Burmese in 1592 that one of Thailand's most famous warriors, King Naresuan, established the dominance of the Empire of Siam.
Trained in both the unarmed combat that became Muay Thai and the weapons-based combat known as Krav Maga, Naresuan and his army defeated the Crown Prince of Burma. On the outskirts of the city, we met up with Kong, a historian and student of Thai martial arts. Kong led us to a temple of Wat Prataisawan. But this is no ordinary Buddhist temple. It also served as a military school for Thai warriors, princes, and kings for hundreds of years.
Wat Prataisawan is a very old temple. It was first built by King Utong, the first king of Ayutthaya, in 1350.
Wow.
It was in this temple and others like it that the fighting art that came to be known as Muay Thai was formalized. Of course, back then, Muay Thai wasn't just a sport. It was combat training, as outlined in the Chupasart, a warfare manual that was likely produced under King Ramatabodhi II sometime in the early 1500s. And it went hand in hand, or hand in sword, with the weapons training known as Krav Maga.
So how does Krav Maga go together with Muay Thai?
Krav Maga is the art of using weapons. But in the warfare, if you happen to drop your weapons, you have to use hand-to-hand combat, which is Muay Thai.
The basic weapons in the Thai arsenal were the krabi, or curved sword, often one in each hand, the plong, or staff, the nagao, a bladed staff designed to be used from elephant backs, and the mai sak, a pair of clubs that could be worn on the forearms.
I feel like I'm in a really cool jet leaf flick right now.
These distinctive weapons helped Thailand repel its enemies for centuries. And each weapon had an analog in the unarmed combat that became Muay Thai.
It's so athletic is the one thing that really surprised me. Is I expected to come over and see this cultural dance with swords and stuff, but it's not. These guys are really athletes out in the sun and working hard. Too bad we weren't allowed to bring a sword into the ring. But the school could teach us another move to add to our arsenal. One that works seamlessly with weapons or without. The knee strike.
Is there any way that you could show us a Krav Maga move that would translate into helping us with Muay Thai?
Oh, yes, of course, yes. The push kick to stop
The
sword.
okay.
Like a teep? It's a
Yes,
teep?
teep, yes.
Okay. Everything starts with the defense.
Because it's very difficult to start with the offense when another person got weapon on hand.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, there it goes. Wow.
Oh, you like that?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's the one I'm going to do.
oh really?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, you take the big one, I'll take the little one.
Oh, that ain't gonna. Okay. I'll work with you. He can get his butt kicked by him. You have the sword. I want to work with him.
Yes. And then pull to your knee.
Everywhere I look, everywhere I go, they're a lot faster than me. And the move I learned really is going to help me because I need to get a hold of these guys. If they get too slippery on me and too snaky on me, I got to get a hold of them right behind the neck and lace some knees in.
Getting in close neutralizes the opponent's weapon advantage. Then, in the clinch, we bring the power of the knee to bear. Unlike the kick, which relies on rotation to create power, the knee gets its power from leverage. Pulling our opponent down as we drive the knee up can deliver up to 2.5 tons of force, enough to lift a car.
We're bigger than the average Muay Thai fighter. So I think we're really going to be able to utilize that clinch work and the knees that he was showing and devise a little bit of a game plan now because we were able to see the kicking, the elbows, and now into the clinch and the knees.
I'm a little bit nervous, a little stressed, thinking about the guy I got to fight, the Lumpini champion. I'm sure he's as tough as nails, and he probably chews on dirt and spits it out. But, you know, I'm not going to back down from him.
Kicks, elbows, knees. But these are only 6 of the 8 limbs.
Our next mission is to add a devastating punch to the package. One that could give us a chance in our final challenge in the ring. The clock was running out in our journey. In just a few days, one of us would face a champion in the ring.
And even though we were both experienced fighters, we could tell that we were a long way from ready, which is why we've traveled to Lapari, also called the Monkey City, to learn a unique punch to round out our 8-limbed arsenal. Our destination is a 1,000-year-old temple in the center of town.
At the temple, we met a local historian named Samsak Wanaklein, who explained Lapari's connection to Muay Thai.
Me and Jason have noticed there's a lot of monkeys here. Can you tell us why?
Have you heard about Hanuman before?
A little bit. Can you tell us more about Hanuman?
Samsak told us that Hanuman is the Hindu monkey god believed to have founded the city of Lapari. Hanuman also served as the inspiration for a local style of Muay Thai called Muay Thai Lapari.
Is that related to the monkeys here?
Yeah, it means boxers in Lopali can fight as fast as the monkeys. Their movements are very dangerous, the same as Hanuman.
Can we learn some of those movements? Yeah. That would really help because we have a fight coming up and these monkeys seem to know what they're doing.
Samsak introduced Bill and I to a local Muay Thai master, Kru Pradit Lekfong, who practices a derivative of the Hanuman style.
This is the Hanuman style?
Yeah, this Hanuman style, the uppercut. The only movement related to Hanuman.
Okay.
Yeah.
The move is called Hanuman Tawai Wan, or Hanuman Presents the Ring. Based on a 2,000-year-old Hindu epic called the Ramayana, the move recreates Hanuman's giving of a magical ring to a goddess. It also looks like a good way to knock the crap out of somebody. To execute the move, a defender steps inside and delivers both fists into the underside of his opponent's chin.
Look at that. I moved
Downhill I went.
I'll send you a postcard.
That was a good one.
That was a really good one.
It's not the arms, but the legs that drive our fists. Like a piston, the explosive power of the legs is capable of generating hundreds of pounds of force, all to a very vulnerable area, the soft underside of the opponent's jaw.
It's good defensive. You block, you get in, you pound them. It's time to put this into action.
It's going to work for you, man. You're going to be really strong in the clinch, that's for sure.
Leaving mythology behind, we headed to Saraburi, a gritty factory town in the middle of Thailand's Central Plains, famous for turning out relentless fighters.
Our mission was to meet Master Krav Tong, one of only 11 promoters allowed to send fighters to Lumpini Stadium and practice our new move in his training ring.
Rural camps like this one in Salisbury are actually where many of the Muay Thai fighters get their first start.
We're lucky enough to be here with rural master Kin Tong, who's going to teach us how to take the Hanuman techniques and use them in the ring. As Master Krav Tong showed us around, we discovered that many of the young fighters he trains are poor kids from the surrounding countryside. For them, Muay Thai is the only way out of this hardcore poverty. But they don't just train at Krav Tong's camp. More than 15 of them live here too. Suddenly, my 2-a-day training in pro football didn't seem so bad.
This is where a Lumpini champion sleeps.
No one in America can ever complain again.
Yeah.
Not to me.
He's in about a 12-foot by 10-foot room, set of cinder blocks, a dilapidated fan with cobwebs.
Look where he sleeps.
It's not even a bed, it's just a mat.
It's just a mat.
It's an old
With Disney characters on it.
But training is motivational. You open your door and the ring is right there.
Many fighters begin training as young as 6 or 7 years old and can be seasoned pros by the age of 15. Many fight as often as twice a month, compared to a Western boxer who may fight no more than a few times a year. Due to the physical punishment of a Muay Thai match, most fighters retire by their mid-20s, some having fought as many as 150 fights, compared to about 40 career fights for a boxer.
This place is really like a no-frills gym.
Yeah, it's about as rural as you can get.
Yeah, well, that's good, man. This is pretty hardcore.
Inside the ropes, we demonstrate to Master Krav Tong the Hanuman move we had just picked up in Lapari. Now, we want to know, can we use that here?
No.
No.
ใช้ไม่ชกบนเวทีมวยไทยใช้ไม่ได้เปลี่ยนเป็นใช้โยนเข่าลอย
He said it's not really going to work in the ring.
The problem is that the move, while powerful, is too slow to use against a serious fighter. And because both fists are involved in the attack, it leaves us dangerously exposed to a counterstrike. Krav Tong adapted our Hanuman move and turned it into a flying knee strike.
Oh, I like that much better.
It was just the weapon we were looking for. The perfect translation of ancient mythology into a true fighting technique.
That is nice.
Yeah. Like the Hanuman move, the flying knee relies on the explosive power of the legs. But rather than spread the power of our blow over 2 fists, it concentrates it into the spear point of the knee and combines it with the force of gravity. It's the equivalent of hitting our opponent in the chest with a sledgehammer.
This looks like something that you can be able to use a lot more effectively because you can put more body weight behind it, and my knee's a little jacked, so...
Well, maybe we should get some gloves on, do a little sparring?
All right, yeah, that'd be a good idea.
They're tough kids. They really want to fight. That's the thing I noticed right away. He got in the ring, he's half my size, and he smiled at me. This is a new kind of fighting for me. In football or wrestling, it's much more head-to-head. There's a lot more movement, a lot more bobbing and weaving. I laid one in, he laid one in, I laid one in, he laid one in. And then the only one I really felt was one of the back knees. He hit me with one of the back knees and he really laid it in. So I knew he was kind of saying, hey, you know, this is my ring, I'm here, and this is what I can do. I could tell that my big advantage would be in the clinch, where my size and wrestling skill would make a big difference. Not one of these guys is going to back down. I don't care if they're 12 or 20. They're going to step in and they're going to want to try to take on the big white guy from Jersey. So I'm going to give them everything I got.
Then it was my turn. Even in sparring, it's clear this is a different kind of fighting than I'm used to.